of the most exciting categories in Redline Oil NMCA drag racing is Dart NA 10.5. And I'm standing here today with our world champion, Joe Clemente. Joe, what a great season. 3 event wins, sealing off a world championship here in Indy. Tell us about your journey.
Okay, so we've been at this for a while, 7 years in the making in this class. 3 years ago, we finished 3rd. Last year, we finished 2nd in the last round at this race. We lost it. We had the title. We lost it to Leonard at the last round. Kind of was heartbreaking, but it gave me a lot of things to think about in the offseason to come back and power through a championship for this year.
Now, this is one of the most competitive categories in drag racing. What can you say about your fellow competitors?
I tell you, everybody in this class is extremely competitive. There's nothing held back in these cars. They're very, very similar to a Pro Stock car, basically an Australian Pro Stock car. It's super high technology, but in the case of like this weekend, I didn't pull it off the win. It was driver error, so things do happen.
Now, Joe, you travel with a pretty big crew, and I'm sure you've got some thank yous for the folks that helped out with your world championship.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for asking. So I'd like to thank Bruce Blair, who's my crew chief, who owns Extreme V-Locker Fabrications. I'd like to thank Ed Bayman, who does all my engine maintenance and tuning throughout the races. My son, who handles from the transmission rear end to the rear end. I'd like to thank Dale Cubic, because without Dale, we would really be lost in this fuel game, especially we're going up against the EFI guys, considering we're still carbureted. And I'd like to thank Ed's dad, who he's up there in his ages, but he still loves coming to the race and has a ton of excitement. Last but not least, I'd like to thank you and all your staff for doing a fabulous job. This is a great program, and we'll keep coming back.
Well, I love it when Ed's dad's holding the big check in the winner's circle. And here we are with our 2023 world champion in Dart NA 10.5, none other than Joe Clemente.